I still love that. Sorry, I'm just getting the stream up and running. 2 ticks. And it's running. Don't need these one more round. I was watching JC vids before this and I thought, I need to get this done before I forget. That camera's a little high actually. A little low, I should say. If it gets any higher, lower, you can be looking at my crotch. Which I doubt anyone wants. Oh. Yeah, that's still not good. Move, camera. Really? To number 3. Yeah, good enough. Okay, and start recording. G'day lads, MysticEye here. I've got a brand new game today. I've got ELEX. At least I think that's how it's pronounced. It might be ELEX. I don't know. I know very little about this game. One of the main reasons I bought it, it's got magic, it's got swords, it's got guns. That's pretty much all I want in a game. I have no idea what the storyline is, the trailer or the intro movie, whatever you want to call it. It had no information on it, not that I could see at least. I kind of get the impression my guy might be a time traveller or some sort, because the trailer was him waking up, it had next to no gear on, and he just woke up, not even surprised, not scared, he just woke up, sat up, stood up, started walking. And then it was just him walking everywhere he went. And there would be like fights and everything happening around him, and the bullets would be passing like between his legs and going right from his face. He would not care. And he just kept going. But every time he moved, he was wearing something different. Like the different armors that you can see on screen at the moment. He would be wearing different versions of them. And you're seeing fights happening everywhere, like almost like high-tech Western fights, like the guns and shootouts and shit. You also had ones that look like I got some guys like holding their hands like this. There was a ball of energy in the middle, and the ball then was shooting out a beam at some kind of weird-ass monster. And honestly, main reason I bought it, it looked cool. And after finishing Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice, which I'm so glad with how that ended up turning out, I need a new game to play. No, I got paid, so I thought, screw it, get a game while I've still got money, because money doesn't last long for me. It was debate between this and another game called Echo. Echo will likely be the next game I get, and depending on how money goes for me for the next few weeks, I might end up getting it this week as well. This game was a bit more expensive than I usually do. It was around $80, which usually my limits of games is usually around $50. But this game, it is brand new. Like it only came out like a week ago, I think. And Echo was $30-something, which was sort of like I was leaning towards that a bit more. Echo looks really, really interesting. Like when I first saw it, I kind of went, maybe, nah, because it had no story. But I won't spend all day talking about a game that I'm not even playing yet. Let's play this one. I know nothing about the game, so you're going to get to watch me learn as much as you learn about it yourself. So please enjoy. And just go normal.
Magaland, home to a civilization of millions. Until the comet hit. Earthquakes shattered its cities. Firestorms swept the planet. And as Magaland fell into darkness, the survivors faced a world that was unrecognizable. Fighting amongst the ruins of the old world, new factions arose. The Berserkers, the Clerics, the Outlaws, each with their own vision of the future. But it wasn't only the struggle for scarce old world resources that drove them, for the comet had brought something new. ELEX, an element unknown to Magaland. It could fuel technology, change the evolution of life, open new abilities to those with the will to control it. For the Clerics, it drove new technological innovation. For the Outlaws, drugs to free their minds. To Berserkers, it gave the power of magic. Seduced by ELEX's power, some began to consume it. addicted, overwhelmed, most degenerated into vicious, mindless mutants. But there were some who could control their addiction. To them, at the cost of their emotions, ELEX offered strength, focus, and stamina. These people called themselves the Albs. Seemingly unstoppable, the Albs have waged war on all who will stand between them and their need to obtain ELEX. Advancing from the frozen wastes of Zakor and their fortress Ice Palace, the Albs threaten the future of all the factions on Magalan. Now, as Alb forces prepare their final assault, Jax, renowned Alb commander, is sent on a solo mission. One Alb, selected to change the fate of Magalan.
Okay, so it is ELEX, that's me then. Cool. Magalan, why does that sound so familiar? Is that like a... I don't know, I'm assuming they're talking about Earth, but is that like another name from Earth or somewhere else? Because it sounds so familiar. This game looks cool. Ooh. So is this stuff still rendering? $83 game, it doesn't want to be running like that the whole freaking time. I'm really pissed. And the frame rate just plummeted. What the hell? Please don't turn out to be like Mass Effect. I hate Mass Effect. Shit's still rendering. What the hell? It's a freaking brand new game. $80 is not some cheap shit. Should be running fine. At the moment, I'm a bit pissed. Should have gone with that go.
Jax, you've failed your mission. You know our directive. There can be only one consequence for failure.
Ow. So far with this game, I'm not impressed. At the moment, I'm regretting buying it. Because it seems like they put all their effort into the animation at the beginning, and for the trailer, whatever you want to call it, the preview or whatever, the actual gameplay, it doesn't look good. Oh, this looks very Dragon Agey.
I should be dead. I better move before they come back to finish the job. And I better find a weapon. Must have been here for days.
Like shit.
The ELEXs gone from my system. I feel weak. Think, Jax. My weapons, my armor. The counts taken. No. Alex had seen I was still alive, he would have finished the job. It was someone else. This is Idan, enemy territory. If Calyx returns, or if the Berserkers find me, I'll be dead for sure. Old world ruins. Maybe I could...
U3, one of my crony units. It looks like it took a lot of damage in the crash. That's unsalvageable. I'm wondering where crony U4 is. If it's still active, then I might find it here in Idan. Finding that drone would be helpful.
Crony, isn't that all worth like a servant or something like that?
Technology from the old world. That's all that's here. I'd better move on.
So far, I'm wishing I hadn't bought this game. It's not good. What else can I say? I usually try not to judge games too quickly because I've played plenty that start off crap and then get good, but I mean, I don't even like the controls. I mean, they feel numb. We've got a new viewer. Hello. Welcome to the channel.
I'm here in enemy territory.
If you're wondering why it's a bit quiet, I've turned the music off.
If I want answers,
because
I need to find
I didn't want to risk there being any copyright, which doesn't always work because in the very last episode of Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, I got a copyright notification. I could still do it, but ads are going to appear in that video now, so you get tips. Oh well. This is a brand new game.
Evacuation sequence initiated. Remain calm and proceed to the indicated exits immediately. Follow all instructions from service personnel. Thank you for your visit to the observatory.
Yeah. Still at the very beginning of the game, we're just learning all the controls and everything. Still in the tutorial phase.
My jetpack. Finally some luck. The guy that took my
How the hell my jetpack get all the way down here?
Now, all I need to do is find a way out, cross kilometers of enemy territory, and find out why my brother tried to kill me. What could go wrong? Idan, the land of the Berserkers. If they recognize me, they could finish Calyx's job for him.
Great, I've got a stick. dogs, don't start barking.
Come on, get up. If you're gonna make a habit of attacking people without warning, you should get better at it. I heard you before you even left the ruins.
Someone tried to kill me. They stole my armor and my equipment. Then I find you here waiting to finish the job.
First you attack me, then you accuse me of being a thief and a murderer? If I wanted you dead, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Trust me. You need to apologize.
Prove you're not the thief, and I might trust you.
Oh, this is X-Gun. He
Only
has a sword now.
facts matter, not words.
Trusting people quickly out here is as good a way to get killed as walking around without a decent weapon. Which means you just got very, very lucky. I can help you find a safe place and new equipment, if you stop trying to attack me.
Why would you help me?
That's my job. I look for people out here and help them reach Goliath. You'll be safe there.
Safe? You could be some kind of slaver. What is it you really want?
I want this war to be over. Until then, Goliath needs more people to survive. And people need a safe place to go. Well, a safer place than being out here on your own. But you're welcome to stay and risk being picked up by an Alb raiding party. Between them and the rot boars, you won't live long. Say, you didn't see anyone else up there in the ruins, did you? You're the first person I've found this trip, and it would save me a trip up there to check.
You can save yourself the effort. There's no one up there.
Well, and you got really lucky. An Alb raider crashed a few days ago, and their scouts came through looking for it. Trust me, you don't want... But, hey, enough talk. You need to decide... I'm going back to Goliath, and you can come with me if you like. Safety, security, and you can find work to earn enough to buy equipment. If you want a chance to survive, that's why I joined the Berserkers. Out here, drifting, and hoping to stay alive. I know joining a faction doesn't appeal to everyone. And what have you got to lose right now? Nothing from what I can see.
I will come with you.
Trust is earned. That goes both ways. Every choice you make adds up in this world. The way you speak to people will determine your course in life. Just take a look at yourself. No, you've not exactly succeeded. Well, all that changes today. Whatever you've done before. When the next Alb raiding party comes down from the north looking for ELEX, the people of Goliath will defend you. You won't see the inside of a converter. Instead, you'll get a chance.
Why do you want to help me?
Like I said, Goliath needs warriors, cultivators, hunters, storekeepers.
And you just take people.
If you stay, you'll have to earn your place. But be you cleric, outlaw, or alb, sure, you'll get given orders and you'll have to follow the law, but... Look, we can keep talking, but it's... So, what's it gonna be?
I already said I'd fucking go with you.
Your actions and words.
Yes, well, combat, magic. If those interest you, then the Berserkers offer training to people who join their ranks. We should get going. This is Rotboar territory. You won't last long if a pack. Follow me to Goliath, and you can earn the ELEX to buy armor and supplies.
I want to find the thief.
Well, for anything stolen near here recently, I would start with Ray. He's an outlaw I found out here a few days ago. Very...
Where do I...
Huh. I don't know. He disappeared off to the northeast. But, hey, I wouldn't rush after him. He's probably...
I will come with you to Goliath. Lead the way.
Then follow me. And if we lose each other for any reason, you'll find Goliath to the east. Just look for the light from our mana shrine. You can see that from a good distance. Oh, and the name's Duras.
Just lead the way.
Very well. Keep your eye...
Holy crap, I'm regretting buying this game. I'm recording for 20 minutes. I've killed 2 rats and what I think was a rot ball. I spent the last 10 minutes talking to this dude. This game has a very Dragon's Age feel to it, which will be great except for one small problem. I hated the Dragon Age games. So yeah, not happy. Just mainly irritated because it was so expensive when I bought it and I couldn't really afford to buy a crap game.
It's open. We're entering the hunting
Hopefully
grounds of
it'll,
some of the local
hopefully it'll
wildlife.
get better. Hopefully I'm just judging it too quickly. I mean, the tutorial is usually the most boring part. One good thing about it is, one thing I hated with Dragon Age was, like, for on console at least, I didn't really play it much on computer. On the console at least, you would just hold down the R2 button, or the right trigger if you were Xbox, which I was at the time, and that's all you would have to do to attack, and you would just attack, 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 attack. This one, you're bouncing back and forth between the R1 and R2, so you're actually doing combos, which is one thing I do enjoy in games like this. It's one of the reasons I bought it, and it's also one of the main reasons why I disliked Dragon Age. Dragon Age had a good story, it had good effects, it had good fighting. I hated the fighting combat though. Like I like the spells and attacks you could choose, but I hated the fact that you were just sitting there. Man, I was just doing this for like 2 hours at a time. So boring. I mean, I felt like I was watching a movie more than anything, and I didn't want to do that for an $80 game. But hopefully this picks up.
And neither of us want to end up as rot boar food.
I'm faster than you. Small healing potion. Yeah, that seems to work for this dude. Hey dude, I found your axe.
Are you ready to go on?
Can I equip it?
Okay. Watch. I've never come through this area once without getting...
If it's so dangerous.
Magalan almost died when the comet... A living, breathing planet. But the Berserkers are using their magic to bring our world back to life. Just look around you. They need more people. And they offer anyone who... We should move on. One downside of all this plant life is that you can't see the rot boar...
Let's keep going.
All right.
Oh no. That's one thing I hate with equipping weapons. Watch the stick. It magically turns into an axe. I hate that.
Let's go.
If you're going to give me multiple slots to attach weapons, I put one on my hip, one on the other hip, and one on my back. That's the easiest, one of the most effective ways to do it. Having all the weapons go into the same part of the body, but then having it transform into whatever it is, that's just plain bad.
We should
In
get
my
moving.
opinion, at least. I'm pretty picky when it comes to games like this, but there's just certain things in games that I hate, and that's one of them.
What are the ruins over there?
Remnants of the old world. A reminder that the past can be left behind.
Can we find any?
Maybe. Maybe. A group of clerics came through this area. Well, instead, they ran into a group of rot boars.
Maybe they're alive.
Checked on the enemy? Yes, well, maybe you're right. We're all allied, but those ruins are dangerous. Why haven't you joined a faction?
I have no interest in. I cannot decide whether to join a.
Well, we have a choice to make. We could see if the clerics have left any in...
You want us to go?
That's up to you. But there's a risk to that. So, maybe we should just head straight for Golan. I better warn you that the creatures in there won't take... It would definitely be safer to bypass them for now. So, what do you think?
Let's go into the...
A brave choice. Opportunities are... Those clerics should be around here somewhere.
Thinking I'm getting an idea what they're doing. I can be an outlaw, or one of the other two that I've already forgotten. A cleric, or the other guys, whatever they're called. If I decide to choose none of them, I'll become one of the other dudes. One of the ones that I actually started off as when I had the armor and shit on. And but they have no emotion. They just pure emotion. That honestly, they sound like druggies. They're addicted to this stuff that I can't remember the name of. I'm forgetting all the names already. Physical power, conditioning, range. I probably end up going with the berserkers because they've got magic. I like magic in games, so put in intelligence for now. If I want more, I'll decide later.
Are you ready to go on?
Okay, so the green bar's my stamina then.
Let's go.
Oh, bloody dogs!
Looks like someone used this as a camp. Maybe I could use it. This place will come in handy.
Dogs. Yeah, sorry guys, doesn't look like this game's gonna happen with much. Honestly, if I had bought this game in store, which I'm starting to wish I had, I'd be taking it back and pretending that it was broken, because first impression, I hate it. And sorry about the barking dogs and which I can do about them. They're not my dogs, so. Anyway, thanks for watching for as long as it lasted. Sorry I'm not very enthusiastic about this one. I love games, but there's some games that I hate, and unfortunately this one looks like it's going to go onto that list. And, I'll play a bit more on my own time, see if it picks up at all. If it does, then I'll start a new series. If not, then I'm just got to buy that game I was talking about earlier, Echo. And because that looks like it'd be interesting at least. So because it's so short, I'll talk a bit about Echo. Echo, it was talking about like if you were in cryosleep for a long time and you're traveling through space, and you've gone to this place that they're calling the mansion. And when you go into the mansion, it's just pitch black. And as you're walking around, suddenly the lights come on. When the lights come on, the mansion is watching you, literally watching you as if the mansion is a living, breathing entity, which I guess essentially it is. I'm not sure exactly what it is you're supposed to be doing in the mansion. I think it looks like you're meant to be collecting things or reaching certain areas, like pushing buttons and shit. It looks like a bit of a puzzle solver, which could be fun. But the reason it's called Echo is because the echoes in the place, rather than just, typical sound echoes, they're repeating what you do. The echoes are essentially clones of you that have learnt how to do whatever it is they do from watching you. When the lights come on, the game is learning what you do, your methods of play. If you're the kind of person that prefers to stealth everywhere, then the enemies will become stealthier. They'll be able to find you better and stealthier. In stealth mode, not stealthy mode. If you're the kind that, if you're like me, you prefer to just run in and just beat the crap out of everyone, they will become tougher. They will learn how to fight. They will chase after you and they'll beat the crap out of you like that. If you prefer to stay from a distance and shoot, they will stay from a distance and shoot. They fight back the same way you play. When the lights are on, the game's learning. It's the mansion is watching you. So you play a bit, and when it goes into the dark, you can do whatever you want. You can play any way you like. So it's a bit cheeky. You can use your preferred method of play while it's dark, but when they start doing, and when the lights come back on, it starts watching you again, starts learning again. That's when you can start using tactics that you'd rather them have. So if they're too good at shooting, because you're not very good at avoiding shooting attacks, you can attack more hand to hand. You can stealth more. They will shoot you less because they're learning differently. It seems like it would have very smart AI in the game to be able to do that. The only thing that's making me hesitate about it, because it sounds really good, is $30. Games like that, as advanced as they are, as they try to make them out to be, will usually be pretty expensive, like this game turned out to be. Which I'm still pissed about. $80. I feel like I've wasted $80 on this game. And anyway, I'm probably going to end up getting Echo. That's like going to end up being my new series, at least for a week. So I need to start doing a new series. Hellblade's finished, and I don't want to start a new series on the games I've already done, because I've got videos on all my games somewhere at some stage. Which is what this game was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a new series. So yeah, and anyway, thanks you guys for watching. Not going to ask you to like. I'm definitely not going to ask you to like. Feel free to dislike this one, in fact. Not going to ask you to subscribe either, because I don't like when other YouTubers do that. I ain't going to ask you to... Actually, no, I'm not going to ask you to comment like I usually do. I'm feeling I know what you're going to say. Dude, shut up, stop talking about the games. This game's crap, blah, blah, blah. I agree. Anyway, thanks for watching anyway. This is MysticEye. I'll be seeing ya. Hopefully, not in this game. See you around. Anyone that sticked around for the stream, thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.